Hello, fixing to move. So, packing things in boxes and staging them throughout the apartment. Pardon my mess. I am in the mood to sing today because there was an article that kind of set me off about it. So, I'm going to go ahead and sing. You don't have to listen if you don't like it, but that's what I want to do, so that's what I'm going to do. The song is from Within Temptation, and it's called Angels. Also, I can't really hear very well when I start singing really loudly, so I'm sorry if I make really funny faces or I go off key or off time or whatever. My laptop only goes so loud and I can only hear so much when I'm singing. Sparkling angel, I believed you were my savior in my time of need. Blinded by faith, I couldn't hear all the whispers, the morning so clear. I see the angels, I'll lead them to your door. There's no escape now, no mercy no more, no remorse, 'cause I still remember the smile when you tore me apart. You took my heart, deceived me right from the start. You showed me dreams, I wished they'd turn into real. You broke a promise and made me realize it was all just a lie. Sparkling angel, I couldn't see your dark intentions, your feelings for me. Fallen angel, tell me why. What is the reason, the thorn in your eye? I see the angels, I'll lead them to your door. There's no escape now, no mercy no more, no remorse, 'cause I still remember the smile when you tore me apart. You took my heart, deceived me right from the start. You showed me dreams, I wished they'd turn into real. You broke a promise and made me realize it was all just a lie. Could have been forever, now we have reached the end. This world may have failed you, it doesn't give a reason why. You could have chosen a different path in life. The smile when you tore me apart. You took my heart, deceived me right from the start. You showed me dreams, I wished they'd turn into real. You broke a promise and made me realize it was all just a lie. Could have been forever, now we have reached the end. Thanks for listening. Hopefully you enjoyed it. That's one of my goals, is to actually record and mix that song so that it sounds good. and not just somebody screeching or something like that. I think arts are very important because what you just heard right there wouldn't have happened if I hadn't been directly influenced by people in school. I wrote in my blog earlier today about my schooling and everything, and I can trace everything creatively back to one of my high school teachers who just saw in me a world of creativity and told me to just explore every aspect of it whenever I could at every given opportunity, and that's what I did. And it was because of him I started taking voice lessons, and because of him I got into theater and musicals and opera and all of those wonderful things, and voiceover acting and all of that stuff. And I think it's terrible that the government has gone through such things where they decide that schools need to make cuts. And of course, the schools aren't going to cut athletic programs because people come to see athletic programs. Kids can get scholarships for athletic programs. They don't necessarily get scholarships for being the best violinist. However, I have a feeling that if we were to put more of an emphasis on the creative arts and music and acting and things of that nature, that more schools would offer scholarships for the really standout musicians and the really standout actors and vocalists and creative writers and things of that ilk, rather than just football, baseball, volleyball, all those kinds of things. I am a huge, obviously, a supporter of the arts. I really think that it's important to encourage kids to explore imagination and explore creativity. I understand that you can be creative in engineering. I understand that you can be innovative and inventive in, sciences and mathematics and things. Mathematics is cold, hard facts. You're not really going to discover anything new in mathematics. Science, maybe. But there's a whole world out there waiting to be discovered in the creative arts. I mean, who's going to take over for John Williams or John Williams, John Horner, Alan Silvestri, and others that write these wonderful musical scores for movies? They're all unique. They're all different. John Williams' music, some of it has similar themes throughout that he's been writing for years. Who's going to take over for these people? We're not training our kids to think in that way. And if you really, really, really want to get down to it, and you want to get down to the nitty gritty, being a matheist, I don't support this way of thinking, but music composition is nothing more than mathematical equations. Plain and simple. There are hard and fast rules that you have to follow in order to compose. And you can apply your logic, if you need to music in that creative aspect. Just simply encouraging kids to pursue science and industry isn't enough. Yes, we encourage our girls to go out and get degrees in mathematics and science and become great leaders in the science and mathematical fields because it's been closed to women for so long. And that's wonderful, and I totally support it. I would never tell anybody not to do that kind of a thing. But you also have to take a step back and think, am I encouraging them to go in the right direction? What if that girl who's really creative, she's only interested in science because that's what you keep telling her she needs to do? Maybe her true passion lies in singing or in theater or in painting or something like that. So I guess my thing is, yes, encourage kids to go out and explore and learn and know their basics, but also encourage them to go out and explore and learn the beautiful colors in the world. Music is a universal language. Art is another universal language. And I really think that it all needs to be encouraged and it all needs to be expressed. There's nothing greater than the power of expression. Oh, and before I forget, thank you to all of the servicemen and women who have fought bravely to allow us the freedom of expression and the freedom to speak our minds and say our piece. And thank you to those who are serving, those who have served, and those who have given their lives for this country.